Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash. My name is Yakalba from Plain Tables Camp. This is Philadelphia Cheesesteak Shop hires armed agents to protect customers outside. I mentioned this in my previous video about hiring security and securing parking lots. All right. This video play.
Authentic sandwiches and armed security. One restaurant is creating a different type of dining experience to keep customers safe as concerns of crime and violence plague the city.
The original Jim's Steaks in West Philadelphia making a comeback, reopening under the name Jim's West. The additional security measures, part of the restaurant's new identity, all to match the new reality.
It's Friday night. I'm Shari Williams alongside Gray Hall. The big story on Action News tonight is heavy security guarding the food line outside of Jim's West.
There have been lines around the block since the location reopened. People saying they are excited about these cheesesteaks, but when it comes to the security with those rifles, the reaction mixed about this.
Yeah, Action News reporter Brianna Smith now joining us live with what people are saying about what they saw while waiting for their cheesesteaks.
Well, Shari and Gray, some customers say they appreciate the armed agents to keep them safe when they are out and just trying to eat. However, others argue it's alarming to see an AR-15.
I'm so excited. The food has always been good.
In my opinion, the best cheesesteak in town.
Residents are thrilled the original Jim's West Steaks in West Philadelphia is back in business.
Thank you.
But this time, customers can expect to see armed agents out front.
The violence has spiked. It goes up and down. You want people to feel safe and to be safe, you know, so when they come out and eat, they don't have to worry about no type of harm.
Our lines are down the block, so while you standing here in line, connecting with other people that you may not know, we got security right here just to keep you guys safe.
The owners hope their presence prevents crimes.
It's not just myself. There usually be other agents who's sworn and certified through the state of Pennsylvania to do security work when they're off duty from doing what they're doing. All of us are former military, police, law enforcement background.
Other business owners have hired armed agents too, including the Carco gas station in North Philadelphia.
As a business, if you want to secure your business and you want to make sure everybody's safe, you got to spend that extra money.
While some customers support the enhanced security,
Safety and good food is always a plus.
If it deters it, I can't complain, I guess. But, you know, I'm not exactly a big fan of guns, but I get it.
Others think it's not necessary outside of Jim's West.
Now, North Philly, where that gas station is, where the guys out there with the machine gun, I can understand that. But here, it's a little overkill. Even if you just had an armed guard, okay, but just walking around with a machine gun, it's not family friendly. I'm here to protect you. I'm not here to, you know, cause any trouble or be that guy with the rifle.
Yeah, that's the goal, to keep everyone safe. Now, customers can expect to see armed agents outside the building Thursday through Sunday during business hours. Reporting live along the Parkway, Brianna Smith for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
That's what it's getting to. All right. So surveillance. That's the only. You know, this was released September 15th, 2023. All right. And this is a result of crime of 2 Ezra 15. I read in the other video. Says there for their 2 Ezra 15:16, there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So as crime increases, you're going to start seeing people that can afford the security going to start hiring security, which is off-duty retired police officers, military, etc., and or just regular people that are certified to handle the weapons and certain level of training to protect businesses. And I can see in the future neighborhoods, because the cops they're not going to be showing up. As I believe I said that in the last video. It took 28 minutes for the police to show up. Now it's an internal affairs investigation on that, which my hypothesis is that they were waiting till the suspect was gone, and then they showed up. If there's an internal affairs investigation on it, because they should have just showed up. They weren't doing anything. And Mother had another point here, and I have more video. what was it? Woe to the 2nd Ezra 15 and 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. So all those wild ass people, mainly Israelites, which are in the heathen state, in a beast-like state, or are looting and robbing these places, they're all sinners. They don't have a understanding of the Father and the Son, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, some of them might know they're Israelites, but they're wicked. All right, they're going about being led, by the left-hand side, by Satan. All right, and if you teach those same people, they're not going to listen. They're going to it might be interesting, then they're going about the business. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. All right. So all these sinners, the Lord's going to destroy every single one of them. All the ones that's looting these stores, they all have rejected the words of the prophets, which is the Lord's word. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. All right. And there's talking about different plagues. All right. And stupidity is a major plague. All right. This is looting at 1501. You should know where it's at if you're from Philly, especially from West Philly. 1501 North 52nd Street. All right. You should. Right here. That's why Broad and Cumberland, they got the gate on the AutoZone, Broad and Cumberland. So, because of the high crime area. Whatever, is it Dunkin' Donuts? Oh, no, it's the same store. It's just more of the parking lot. Okay. Yeah, so it's getting to the point where they're putting gates around parking lots. And in Philly, I know that's one of the AutoZones, Broad and Cumberland, I believe. Got the gate out there. They got the car that's pulled right up. Oh, they have a gas station outside. So this is, I don't know what kind of store it is. I think it might have said it in the beginning. 1501 North South. It's a shopping center. Oh, right there, Dunkin' Donuts. Burglary at Dunkin', 1501 North 52nd Street. It's white cheap. There's another one. 5165 Lancaster Avenue. It's commercial. It's a store. 5165. Why didn't they show it smashing? I know they got the. So these are wild ass opportunists. These are, they don't have the spirit of the Lord. So we can't. So how are we going to teach them? We're going to go back and forth with these people and tell them teach them about the love of the Lord. Also, whole frenzy. It's a frenzy. Oh shit! I thought it was just like 5 or 10. It's like a frenzy. And you got people that are just walking past that are opportunists also. You got the main people, and then you got some women in there. And you got opportunists that are just coming by to get some free shit. Yeah, again, soon you're gonna have a guy in there with a lethal or less lethal arms. They're gonna start popping at you people. All right. You don't gotta be lethal. They can hit you with. They're concerned about the laws. Less lethal. Less lethal will fuck you up. Watch that again. All right. This is September 26, 2023. Entry doors. See, and then they're gonna create more food deserts. Like a grocery store, a convenience store, and they're gonna have you outside in line with armed security, drones flying in the air. I can see this happening. Taking photographs of you, facial recognition. The Minority Report scene when Tom Cruise walks into the store, and he got the eyes of the other guy in his head, in his eyes, in his sockets. He takes a picture of him and calls him by his name of the eyes. All right, this is what it's going to come to. Got the toilet paper or paper towels. That's toilet paper, Scott. Detergent. More crimes. This is September 27th, 2023. It says 7 cars stolen from Philadelphia dealership that has only been open for a week. You got to protect your shit. You can't just open a business in the public and think it's going to be sweet. I mean, you got to have cameras. Okay, I got 2 cameras in my car. I got cameras in my house. I mean, at least if I get robbed, I'm going to have some video. Shit, you have a business out, in public. You got to have access security. If I'm saying that right, overnight security, defenses, dogs. Drone, what do you got to protect your shit.
As we mentioned, police are looking into whether a car dealership in Mayfair might have been among the targets of that looting last night. Employees at City Motors showed.
That's northeast Philadelphia, I believe, Frankfurt Avenue, if I'm not mistaken. Fact check that. City Motors, Mayfair. So yes, it's on one street. Frankfurt Avenue goes through Mayfair. I believe City Motors. I believe it's on it's on Frankfurt Avenue or one of them side streets, if I'm not mistaken. You can just Google it if you want.
Showed up this morning to find their office turned upside down last night. Employees at City Motors showed up this morning to find their office turned upside down and 7 cars stolen right off the lot. Action News reporter John Paul live there tonight. John, I understand that business just opened 1 week ago.
Yeah, Brian, just a week in business. I'm going to show you some of the damage done. This car here had the window shattered out. They actually tried to hotwire it at some point. And then over here, they've had to board up the office. You mentioned they've only been in business a week. 7 cars were stolen here. Another dealership was broken into just down that street. And police believe this could be connected to that looting last night.
If we don't recover the cars, we probably won't survive it. So it could really be the start and the end all in the same week.
Nathan Kriegler just opened City Motors of Philadelphia on Frankfurt in Mayfair, and this is not how we expected the first week to go. His building broken into, the office ransacked, someone tried to hotwire this Kia, and 7 of the 11 cars on the lot were stolen last night.
We're not even in business 1 week, and we're getting cars here, and they smash.
Yeah, you got to have GPS in those cars to track those cars. You got to start finding affordable options to secure your property. All right, and you have insurance also. So, or maybe you didn't. I don't know. GPS, armed security. I mean, it's going to get worse and worse anyway, but these people act like they know what the fuck they're doing, how to run a business.
Smashed through 2 doors, smashed through the key box, stole the titles to the cars.
We were there as police investigated the break-in and theft. Since the business is so new, the building didn't have security set up. That was supposed to happen today.
We called our insurance company today, and unfortunately, we only have liability insurance for the vehicles.
Gotcha. Man, that's how people get ruined. You know, unfortunately, you only have liability. How the fuck you knew you had liability? All right. And they smashed it and got the titles. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. You got to be smarter moving forward. You got different. You got to have backups in different locations and et cetera, et cetera. Or when you make the sale, somebody brings it. Records over.
Insurance for the vehicles, so we have.
That was supposed to happen today.
We called our insurance company today, and unfortunately, we only have liability insurance for the vehicles. So we have if we don't get the cars back, we have no coverage for the vehicles whatsoever.
But we've learned police have tracked down 3 of the vehicles so far today. And tonight, investigators are looking to see if the break-in here could be connected to all the looting in Center City.
I mean, what's the point? What is the point of this? Retaliation against something? I don't know.
And Kriegler doesn't know if he made the right decision even opening a business here. He's calling on officials to crack down on crime.
I think if I had the choice all over, I would not come to Philadelphia. And I think a lot of people are feeling that way.
Damn. That kind of, that's fucked up. Yeah. So here you have it. Now, as things increase, I heard the apostle mention about 2 Maccabees, 5th chapter, that he wouldn't be surprised if that happened again. Well, it's going to be divine intervention. So how that happens, no, we don't exactly know. We know that the elect prophets are going to receive power. It could be through the hand of the angels making their appearance. All right. Because as things, increase, crime and lockdowns, because they're going to lock things down again because of crime, because of some type of pestilence, all right, of the respiratory kind, all right, or other. He saw, he has multiple ways in which he can lock the people down to bend them to his will, to take the implant. So protection, we have divine protection as it is written. Our ancestors had it. 2 Maccabees, 5th chapter, about the same time Antiochus prepared his second voyage into Egypt. And then it happened that through all the city for the space almost of 40 days, that's a long time. That's a whole moon, more than a moon. There were seen horsemen running in the air and clothed in cloth of gold and armed with lances like a band of soldiers. So these were angels, all right, in the air, in their different ships, being described as horses. These weren't actual horses. These were cylindrical, square, rectangle type ships, all right. Some of them could have looked solid. Some of them could have looked transparent. Some of them were glowing. Some of them weren't glowing. All right. The troops of horsemen in array was said gold, cloth of gold, bright. All right. And troops of horsemen in array encountering and running one against another. So they were moving around each other. All right. Kind of like flies or birds chasing each other like that. Going around each other, in and out of each other, running one against another with shaking of shields and multitude of pikes, and drawing of swords and casting of darts and glittering of golden ornaments and harnesses of all sorts. So he could see weapons on them. He could see that they had the power to shoot fire. All right, darts, swords, pikes, these are all symbolic for weapons that these angels had. All right. But the main weapon would be fire. All right, from what we've read. All right. Wherefore every man prayed that the apparition might turn to their good. All right. So this very well could happen again. It's going to be for our secure, for the elect secure, as it's written in Psalms 91. They that dwell, let me just get it. Psalms 91. Says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. He shall be thy shield and buckler. Just like the Spirit was protecting Abraham. All right. So that Yahweh said that he was his shield and his exceeding great reward. I haven't read that in a while. It says, Genesis 15, after these things, 15:1, the word of Yahweh came to Abram in a vision, saying, fear not, Abram, I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. All right. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai. Yahushai is our Savior. The shield, Yahweh is going to send Yahushai. He's going to dispatch him to secure us. And Yahushai is going to dispatch his angels to further secure us. They're going to be the emissaries, all right, of Yahushai. The shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. All right. So definitely look for Second Maccabees chapter 5 to happen, because the angels are going to make their appearance. Well, the Lord said, he through Paul said, for the Lord shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel. All right, so we don't know exactly how the elect are going to be secure, but we know it speaks about the Israelites being protected. Back then, you had the Maccabees, which was the southern kingdom, being protected by the angels, by the seraphims. All right, and this describes them in Second Maccabees, the 5th chapter. All right, these are so-called UFOs in different shapes and bright light with weapons of fire, and there were many of them. It doesn't say the number, but it said they appeared for 40 days. Right, that's more than a moon for a space of almost 40 days. So for about a moon. All right. Another thing this chapter teaches, that when they appeared, they didn't necessarily intervene immediately, because I believe it says that they were driven to the countryside, and he went and started slaughtering people. It says, but Jason slew his own citizens without mercy, not considering that to get the day of them of his own nation. Thus he that had driven many out of their country perished in a strange land, retiring to the Lacedaemonians. These are the Spartans. All right, the Spartans are Israelites. All right, and thinking there to find secure by reason of his kindred. All right, go down. Thus there was killing of young and old, making away of men, women, and children, slaying of virgins and infants. All right, so the angels did appear, but they didn't secure Israel. All right, so it's going to scare the shit out of Esau and the 2/3 of Israel, but we're going to know they're for our secure. So they might just watch us for a little while, like he did back then. And then eventually they're going to interfere, and or we, Yahweh Shai will receive power, spiritual power. All right, let me go down to who coming to Jerusalem and pretending peace did forbear till the holy day of the Sabbath. When the taking of the Israelites keeping holy day, he commanded in his men to arm themselves, and so he slew all them that were gone. This is before they made a pact to say that we're going to fight even on the Sabbath day. All right, so this before that, and so he slew all them that were gone to the celebrating of the Sabbath, and running through the city with weapons slew great multitudes. But Judah Maccabees with 9 others or thereabout withdrew himself into the wilderness and lived in the mountains after the manner of beasts with his company, who fed on herbs continuously, lest they should be partakers of the pollution. And so they had to eat the herbs in the forest. So again, this could happen to us, where we're on a run for a while. And Yahushua is eventually going to secure us. You know, if we're of the elect, we believe we are of the elect. Like we're doing everything the elect would do. As the apostles would say, we're of the hopeful elect. We're continuing in the things that we learned, and we're being honest, and we're breaking down all the scriptures to you. We're not saying, we don't know what the prophecy on the mark of the beast is. We know what the prophecy is, and we're giving you current events that line up exactly with what we're saying. All right. So go back to some more videos, because they're going to end up locking, the stores down, sections of neighborhoods down to control crime and or illnesses. All right. Let's say Philadelphia police released footage of store looting September 30th. All right, a few days ago. All right, let's watch. I don't think it's no audio. Not sure what store this is. Like an electronic store. Reliability. Oh, PC Richards and Sons. Okay. It's like him. So it's like a Best Buy, like a just under Best Buy. Almost like an equivalent to Best Buy. And the chick don't even got her. This dumbass falls. She don't have no damn mask on. So they got her. It's opportunists. Again, we can't teach these chicks nothing. Wow. And you got 2 TVs. And all these dudes, they got TVs. All these people already have TVs. I guess they trying to upgrade, I guess. You should focus on the smaller electronics, the solid-state hard drives, cables. Well, they getting TVs. I guess they want a TV in every room, I guess. All right, this was from the Times and the Sunday Times. All right. A rise in retail scripts news.
Philadelphia police are...
I think you get the picture. So our security is going to come from the angels. All right. It says, those shall not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. All right, it's the nuclear destruction for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. All right, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. Neither there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. And the pestilence is nuclear fire, total destruction of America. It says and Psalms 91:10, there shall no evil befall thee. 91:11, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy dwellings. All right, so the angels are watching, like in 2 Maccabees. All right. Now, when they're given orders to intervene, they can appear. When they're given orders to intervene, that's when the Lord's elect are going to either receive power, or they're going to be protected, or they're going to be protected by those angels. Now, in the visions I've had / dreams, All right. I received power. All right. I received, I'm not going to speak about exactly what I received, but yeah, I received power, my visions. And the amount of the power that we're going to receive, Yahweh Shai Ratazah, is going to be able to secure us. All right. From what I've seen, I've seen we're going to be secure. Yahweh Shai Ratazah. All right. It says a troop. It says second Maccabees 5:2, and then it happened that through all the city, for the space almost of 40 days, there were seen horsemen running in the air in cloth of gold and armed with lances like a band of soldiers. All right. It says Psalm 91:12, they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. All right. So we're going to be so tight in the Lord's hands. It's like Yahweh Shai is going to have us in the palm of his hands, carrying us over molten lava. All right. That's going to erupt in chaos in these last days. And with the looting, the crime, shutting the cities down, the drones. All right. Surveillance. They're going to be able to see with all those cameras. That's why the Lord's going to secure us. He's going to hide us in his hands. All right. Psalms 91:12, they shall bear thee up in their wings, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. He's going to lift some of us up, like Philip, like Ezekiel. All right. Yahweh Shai going to secure us. Yahweh Shai Ratazah. All right. So I'll leave that there. Hope you had a fight. Shalom.